Mate says, large mech with machine guns was very effective last playthrough. Yeah, the machine gun executioner. Did not see that one coming. It's not every day that you get hit with a, what is it? It's like an 810 or 812 90-ton assault mech that was just full of machine guns and melted my people. Yeah, did not see that one coming. Was not on my bingo card. Thankfully, all of our damage would have been repaired automatically, so all of our mechs are back in 100% fighting shape, and nobody got injured, so everything's good.
Reporting, Commander.
With that being said, now that CVEX is actually here, hopefully you've had an opportunity to figure out what you want your second skill to be. We already have you down for piloting from the previous stream, so now you gotta decide what you want your second skill set to be. Are the weightless MGs still in BTA? They are not. No. They're very light, but they're already, they do have weight. Though you already have sure movement. That's what you picked on the last stream. So now you're ready to pick your second skill. So you can either pick a skill in gunnery, guts, or tactics. Sensor like would be good? Alright, tactics it is. And there we go. CVEX gonna be a scouty boy. I mean, that's a good build for scouting. Piloting and tactics go well together. We can just keep him in light scout mechs, give him ECM, keep him out there finding the targets for the big guns. It's absolutely a role in BTA. Absolutely a role in BTA.
Good to go.
Erst is getting his next level up, so he's almost ready to pick a skill.
Ready for
Still haven't seen Vi, or no, we took care of Vio. It's Ven that I'm waiting on, but I haven't seen Ven yet, so
awaiting orders.
We'll just continue on.
Mech warrior training complete.
And then Addison say, oh, well, I can actually level up a skill now. How about that? I guess I need to put skill in gunnery, because I've been missing a lot of shots. And then there we go. We're ready, chat. Give him the scouting atlas. Yeah, of course, obviously. You give him the atlas with the 400 engine core and nothing but small lasers. And the Beagle probe and the Guardian ECM. Alright, chat. So we got a defend base mission and we got an escort mission. However, more importantly than anything else, it's been 3.5 hours. So now is the time for us to take a BRB. So, chat, I was checking my messages on my phone here, while we were at the BRB, and I might call the stream a little bit early today, and not now, but I might end the stream a little earlier than usual today because I got a call from my local gun range and they're getting a new toy for me to play with. For those of you that don't know and maybe weren't paying attention on the Discord, I've been looking to potentially get a new concealed everyday carry. I do have my concealed handgun license, and unfortunately, I basically had to pawn all of my guns back when I was unemployed. And so the only thing I have left is what I call the relic, which is the World War II vintage Mosin Nagant from my grandfather. So I've been looking, or was looking, at a bunch of different stuff as far as compacts and subcompacts and stuff, again, for a concealed carry. So thanks to some folks in the armory on the Discord, I had some options. And so essentially what I wanted to do, and over the course of the week, I've been talking to my local gun range about trying to get all of the guns that I wanted to test in one place at one time so that I could test them all out and then hopefully make a decision. Everyday carry Mosin as the Founding Fathers intended. Yeah. Obres. That's your everyday Mosin carry. But yeah, so the gun range in question is a franchise, and so they have multiple locations. One of the benefits of that is even if they don't have a gun at a certain location, they can call other locations nearby to potentially get whatever. Like if you have a specific weapon that you want to try out, if they don't have it, they can check the other nearby locations and potentially have it shipped over to them, and then that way they can have it there for you. And so that's essentially what I did. So I know what the weapons that I wanted to test out. So for those that are curious, I had a Glock 43 previously, which is a subcompact Glock. And it's very small. I mean, it's meant for concealed carry. So I had the Glock 43, and I was looking into the Glocks again initially and saw that they had the 43X, which is basically the same. It's the short subcompact Glock, but it has a full-size grip. So I wanted to try that. They got one of those. I wanted to try the Smith & Wesson M&P. So they already had one of those. I wanted to also try the Beretta PX4 subcompact, but unfortunately that's been discontinued. They don't make them anymore. So they haven't been able to find one of those. At least they don't have one in their inventory. So I'm not going to be able to play with that one. But then there was the CZ, the SPO1. I'm sorry, the SP10. My bad. The SPO or the SP10 compact. So I'm going to try that one out as well. And then the last one was another Beretta product, the APX, which I didn't even know existed. But apparently the APX carry is a very small, kind of like a Glock clone. It's basically Beretta's take on a Glock clone. And I like the look of that. I like what I saw with it. So, yeah, I'm gonna at some point this evening after the stream, I'm gonna go head down to my local range and give 4 new toys a try to see which one I like the best. I'm a firm believer that, you know, the best gun is the gun that you hit with. And since I haven't had any guns for a while, I haven't really been training, so I feel like it's a good way for me to go in kind of cold turkey, having not been doing a whole lot of range time with any handguns in the past couple years. Now's a good opportunity for me to go in cold turkey and see which one I take to the best. I'm definitely biased towards Glocks just because I've owned Glocks before, and they've always done right by me. But I didn't realize that the subcompact market had grown so much. Like, for me, the reason that I got the Glock 43 all the way back in the day was because, like, there just wasn't a whole lot of variety in the subcompact market. So, like, it was basically just the Glock, the Smith & Wesson, or, like, a snub-nosed revolver. And so, like, I took the 43, and I liked it. Like, I didn't have any problems with it. But now that there's so many more options, I'm like, I'd be stupid not to try things out. I mean, yeah, I could just be a brand loyalist, but you guys know how I feel about capitalism and corporatism. I have loyalty to what works, not what I recognize. So, like I said, this evening I will probably end the stream maybe I don't know, maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes early, because the range closes at 8, and I want to make sure that I give myself enough time to get there, and then also have some time to actually, like, spend a decent amount of time with each weapon before I make a decision. And I may not even buy anything today, but I do want to spend enough time with each one that I can get a feel for it and try to figure out which one I like. So, if I did what I normally do and went for 6 or 7 hours, that would give me less than an hour at the range. So I definitely want to make sure I've got enough time. So like I said, I'll probably end the stream a little early, but we're definitely going to keep going for a while yet. Rhubarb says, I tried a few of the tiny SIG models. I'd be better off throwing it at an attacker. I mean, given the whole thing with the 320 recently, SIG's gonna have to work pretty hard to ever get any of my business. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't own any SIG firearms before, but they're gonna have to work pretty hard if they want my business. I mean, Ernst, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's the 320s that are the problem. But at the same time, it's like a Boeing situation. It is, when you're dealing with stuff like that, especially with military contractors, if there's one thing that the military-industrial complex is really, really good at, it's covering up their bullshit. And so to me, you know, again, just like the Lockheed thing, just like the Boeing thing, just like the SIG thing, like when you see the problem, when it becomes so obvious and pronounced, that tells me there are some major systemic issues at the company. And so for me, it's like, okay, no, I need to take a step back from this. Because it's one of those things where if you're seeing the issues, they run really deep. And again, that's coming from experience having dealt with the DoD before in previous jobs. Like, if the problems are public, they're way worse than you think. No big contracts were a horrible decision. I agree. I absolutely agree. But at the same time, it's like I said, it's a matter of visibility. And I'm gonna have to see a lot of change in SIG before I'd be willing to give them my money. Another thing I've been thinking about, Chad, and you guys tell me if I'm about to go down a rabbit hole, is I'm thinking about getting on the AK bandwagon again. Not today. Not today when I go to the range, but I'm thinking about getting on the AK bandwagon again. The only problem is, I've heard that the ones to go for these days are the WPB brand, which are coming out of Poland. But I have had a lot of trouble finding anybody that carries them in my area. Still on BRB. Oh, you're right. I'm on BRB. Hold on, chat. My bad. So yeah, I'm thinking about jumping on the AK bandwagon again, but I'm trying to figure out where to start. Oh yeah, 545 and 7.62x39, like any packed ammo or packed weapons, like anything chambered in packed caliber, is kind of fucked right now, for obvious reasons. But at the same time, like, I'm reluctant to get into like the 5.56 AK market, because even though it's easier to get 5.56 ammo, like, I just, like, in my experience, I don't think I've ever seen a 5.56 AK that people actually liked and thought was a good gun. grab one from Brandon Herrera. I mean, I would love to, except here's the thing, in case you don't know. When you get guns from, like, gunsmiths and like, local gun shops, you're paying a shitload of markup. Like, it's fucking stupid to me that I can go to Gunbroker and I can buy, like, for example, a Z-Pap, which is made by Zastava. Like, I can buy a Z-Pap off of Gunbroker right now for, like, $700. If I go to buy the exact same gun from a local gun shop, it's gonna cost me twice as much. And it's like, it's fucking ridiculous. If I try to buy one brand new, yeah, it's gonna be like $2,000. It's insane. And I'm like, there's no reason to spend that much money. Like, the fact that you have Century Arms out, listen, for all of you in chat that are not gun nerds, I apologize. I have to go off on a tangent. The fact that Century Arms, otherwise known as the motherfucking Browning High Point of AK makers, is out here charging $1,000+ for their shitty, welded together AKs. We're talking about a $300-400 gun. These motherfuckers are charging 200% markup for this bullshit. Like, that's how bad the market is right now for AKs. It's insane to me that that's where the AK market is. Like, I was flabbergasted 10 years ago when I saw Wassers that were going for over $1,000. And even then, I was willing to let it go because I was like, okay, these are the older models. These are the pre-ban models. Like, I get it. That's why, you know, it's a vintage item. That's why people are charging so much money for it. But then, like, to see brand new shit coming out of Century for over $1,000, and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Yeah, sure, let me pay $1,000 to have an AK that's gonna explode in my face before I've put 500 rounds through it. Nah, I'm good, fam. I don't need that in my life. Romanian AK parts are getting rarer by the year. No, and I get it. Like, it's not that I don't understand. It's just, like, everybody wants to import AKs, but the problem that I have with importing them is, like, there's nothing stopping us from making them here. They, like, at this point, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we don't have a license to make AKs, but, like, what is stopping Americans from well, okay, we do make them here, like Kalashnikov has a US branch, but, like, they charge outrageous prices for that shit too. And it's just like, man, I remember a day when the AK was like your starter gun. Like, that was the gun that you bought before you started going up into, like, your set-me's and your SIGs, and before you finally bought your first AR-15 and started bubbaing the shit out of that thing. Like, the AK was like your starter gun. And now, I can literally buy an AR-15 for less than an AK. And it'll be lower quality. But at the same time, I don't really want an AR-15. I don't know why, I just, like, AR-15s and that whole family of rifles just don't really do it for me. You remember a time when AKs, SKSs, and Mosins were all nil surplus. Yeah, and that was also, like, I'm remembering from back when I was a kid as well, back during the close of the Cold War, when, like, it was, not only was it military surplus, but the Iron Curtain had just come down, the Soviet Union had just collapsed, and so just the market was absolutely flooded with this shit. So, like, I get it. I understand why the prices have come up, but I don't understand why they're so high and constantly climbing. AR market is more overly saturated, there's less demand. I guess that's true. Things have kind of flip-flopped in the last 10 to 15 years, where before, like, the packed stuff was easy to get and cheap, and the AR stuff was, you know, relatively new to the civilian market, and, you know, it was more expensive. And now, after the global war on terror and so much standardization to, like, M4 and AR-15 platforms, like, that shit's just everywhere now. It's as if the AR-15 has supplanted the AK as the world's most prolific rifle. I know that's not the case overall, but at least in the West, the AR-15 has absolutely displaced the AK as the most common firearm. On the civilian market, anyway. Cabela's used to sell Y-slings and drum magazines. I mean, I can go down to my gun shop right now and get a drum mag and a Y-sling. Like, that. I'm sure they have some on the shelf. Build, not buy. Honestly, I would absolutely buy a kit. Like, if I could buy an AK kit for a reasonable price, I would absolutely buy it and build it myself. I'm not a gunsmith by any stretch of the imagination, but I have the tools and enough knowledge that I could probably assemble an AK from a kit. But even the kits are outrageous at this point. Anyway, enough nerding out about guns, chat. This has been almost a 30-minute BRB because I got off on a tangent, so... if I'm gonna bring the stream to a close early, the least I can do is actually get back to the goddamn game so that I can give you guys some more robot-on-robot action before I go. So that way, you still feel like you at least got a little bit of game time. Kit like AK and parts? Yes, correct. Like, basically get an AK that is completely disassembled and then put it together myself. Most people don't buy guns like that because you do need some specialized tools. And I do have some of those tools, and I do also have a gunsmith friend that can loan me the tools that I don't have. So, like, I'm more fortunate than most in that regard. But at the same time, like, if I could get a kit that wasn't outrageously priced, I would absolutely do that and just build it myself. But even the kit, like, the kits are almost as expensive as a fully built weapon, and it's just like, what is even the point? Like, if I have to do all the work myself, what's even the point of buying a kit if I'm only gonna be saving $200 or $300? Like, it's pointless. And Volfina gifting a sub to the Phoenix Knight. Thank you, Volfina, for the massive generosity and the massive chicken. And incidentally, chat, their first gift sub ever in the channel. So thank you, Volfina, for your first gift sub. And Phoenix Knight, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, where we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. Alright, chat. Oh, Erst wants his ERP PC. Alright. Let's get into the mech bay. Let's have a look at it. I don't think it weighs any more, so we should be able to just pop that puppy out. Yeah, same weight. Throw in the new one. It's only gonna take 1 day. Alright, chat. We can do that. We can do that.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
And I think everything else is good to go. Alright, I have to ask the question. Joke's on you, I'm here for the rants. I know, Dizzy. Like, I've discussed this before. I know that some of you are here to listen to me ramble, but not everyone is. So I have to split my time evenly. Followed this channel a while back after finding the Battletech Let's Plays on YouTube. Glad to catch you live. Well, glad to see you live, Phoenix Knight. Always glad to welcome folks over from the YouTube lands over here on the live side. What mech is this? This is an Owens, or at least the BTA rendition of the Owens, which is effectively a Jenner that has been turned into an Omni mech. But chat, I have a confession. I am tempted to tear down our last urban mech and rebuild this commando instead. My only complaint is we have, listen, chat. We have this 5S commando, which is basically the Helm Memory Core version of the commando. But we would need a second part of it in order to build the 5S. Now we can build the 2D right now, which is your basic bitch commando. But I still feel like the commando would be more useful than an Irby. Weren't you just gonna sell it though? I mean, I was thinking about it, but then I keep seeing that Irby in the fucking mech bay and I'm like, we can do better. We can do better. Chat, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Battletech, are you okay? There we go. Alright. I was starting to get worried. Let me see. Is there anything else that we can... I mean, we got spider parts. We got javelin parts. We got falcon parts. Like, I'm tempted to just sell these things. Thorn. I don't need or want a thorn. Get out of here. I also don't need or want a flea. Get out of here. Spider, if I sell this, 55k for a spider part? Yeah, I think I will. I think I will. Javelin, what do we get? Only 47? That's alright, I'll take it. Falcon, what do you get? 47k each? Yep, get out of here. Let's see. Spectre, I'll definitely keep that because we're at 3 parts. We're almost there. I'll hold on to the rest of what we got. I'll hold on to the rest of what we got for right now. Evil Bill says, check out your YouTube. Besides Battletech, you play a lot of good games. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the games that I play. I mean, I try to play games that I enjoy as well, so that I have fun while you guys have fun. Alright, let's have a look here. We got our commando, and again, this is going to be our basic bitch commando with a bunch of SRMs. I don't really want to sell the Irbies yet, Urs. I'm not at the completely ditch them out the airlock at this point. Like, I'm not there yet. Just, I need some time to let go, okay? I need some time to let go. Alright. Chat, you know what I'm thinking. If you don't know what I'm thinking, you're about to find out what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we do MRMs up in this bitch. I mean, we could MRM 20. Fucking Iron Man chest laser this thing. The only problem is I've only got room for 1 ton of ammo and this thing's gonna be made out of paper mache. Okay, hold on. The MRM does how much damage? 4 damage per missile. Alright. How much does the SRM do? It does 6 damage, or I'm sorry, it does 8 damage per missile. So technically the SRM does more damage, but the MRM has more range and gets more ammo per bin. Because with the MRMs, we get 200 ammo per bin, as opposed to the SRMs where we only get 100 ammo per bin. So, theoretically, more ammo per launch as well. Yeah, I mean, at that point, rather than splitting the difference, you're basically just throwing whatever you have. Let me see. Let's see what it's gonna cost us to do this. If I put that in there, that still gives us 5 tons to play with. I'm gonna max the armor. But we can still play with that a little bit. And then we go ammo. I mean, at this point, fuck it. I'll put in Apollo ammo because I know that we've got the FCS for it. I mean, that's not a terrible design, in my opinion. So we got the Apollo FCS to improve the accuracy. We got double the ammo capacity with only a single bin of ammo. And we're launching 10 missiles per instead of only 4 to 6. Do you have ammo for the Clan 20? Do I have a Clan 20? Did I have a Clan 20 and oh, Jesus. Chat. Oh, that's gonna be too much tonnage, though. Not to mention the LRMs do less damage overall. Like, the LRMs are mostly for the ability to... I mean, but the indirect fire, though... we could put Pharaoh in. I just don't think we gain enough by doing it, is the problem. Yeah, I mean, we gain about a ton of weight by putting in Pharaoh. MRM does 2 more potential damage. I agree. I mean, don't get me wrong. The MRM, to me, is the better fit, not only in terms of potential damage, but also in terms of the fact that the MRM is a much easier system for us to replace than a Clan LRM 20. Travis rolling into the chat on a Sunday/Monday saying g'day cunts. How goes the sphere? So far so good. So far so good, Travis. We've been doing well so far. Nobody's died today, although Megas did get injured. But we are continuing the good fight. XL. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, putting an XL in a light mech, especially a commando, is 1, a death sentence, and 2, kind of pointless. Could squeeze in a backup medium. I mean, here's the thing, chat. I'm gonna throw this out here for you, and I know, like, some of you Battletech veterans are gonna be, you know, screaming blasphemy, but I'm gonna hit you with some knowledge, all right? I'm gonna hit you with some knowledge. Believe it or not, most light mechs are built around a single weapon system. That is, they're built around one thing that's meant to do the majority of their damage, and some light mechs just don't have another weapon. I mean, there are some variants of the Spider that only have a medium laser. A single medium laser. So, the idea of, like, needing more weapons for the Commando, that's a logical fallacy. Like, we can get plenty of damage out of the MRM-10, and at 25 tons, it's gonna be fast. Now, Ernst made a good point, which is we could potentially put a bigger core in this thing. 210's a little too big. 260 we could probably make work. The question is, do we actually get any tangible benefit from a 160? Because we're 6'9" now. Yeah. If I put in the 160, I don't think... Yeah, we're still gonna be 6'9". 210 with the XL. Jesus Christ. Are you trying to get somebody killed? Are you trying to get somebody killed? Combat Cash says breaching shot. I mean, I like breaching shot. MRM is a breaching shot all by itself. Andrew Arena Star resubscribing for a 10th month. Thank you, Arena Star, for taking a chance on me for 10 months. I do appreciate it. No message to go along with their resubscribe, but glad to see you all the same. And hopefully the weekend has been treating you well so far. Alright, look. I'll at least try it. Can we can actually put a 245. Jesus. Alright, what's the biggest engine that, like... Hold on, I have to know. 914. 914 with a 245. If we could somehow find a way to do it. I don't think there's a way for us to drop 4 tons off of this thing, though. Alright, so if we do the XL and we do a 210, I still gotta lose almost 2 tons. This gives us 812. 812. How goes it? So far, so good. We're trying to do a little Mech Bay heresy here. If we... I mean, look. We're putting a whole lot of effort into a mech that's probably gonna get blown up with a single AC-20 shot. Drop the missile, make a racing mech. I mean, I would love to do that, but the thing is, you have to have at least one weapon system on a mech. I found this out during the previous campaign when I tried to make a melee hunchback with no weapons and just put a tag in the head and then gave it hardened armor and a bunch of melee upgrades. Spirit is willing, but the body is spongy and bruised. Yeah, I mean... We're putting a lot of money and effort into, again, a mech that isn't really worth it. Like, this is a stopgap. This is not meant to be like an everyday mech that we're gonna use all the time. This is meant to be a mech that replaces a Irby in our lineup until we find something better. Like, this is fine for what it is. We put this on the field, it gives us an MRM-10 that's good for flanking. It's still, even without the upgraded engine, we're still getting a 6.9 out of it, which is gonna give us plenty of evasion. As long as we're, you know, always getting the maximum evasion that we can, it'll work. It might be a death trap, but no more or less so than a frickin' urban mech with a mortar. 20 rounds of shooting. Yeah, I mean, more than enough. More than enough. If we run out of ammo, then the fight's already gone on too long. Let's see. I think what I'm gonna do is this. I can't put in punctuation. So we'll do that. How did I die? I've missed a bit. Did Arrakis? No, Arrakis did die. I don't remember now. Hold on. Let's validate this. Get the work underway for starters. And then we can head to the barracks. And specifically, we want to go to the memorial wall. Let's see. Hit by an enemy hunter. I don't remember. Was it? Because I remember Nokarian got knocked down, and then the Thunderbolt basically just laid into him with a full alpha. Was this the lucky headshot? Where the hunter basically fired some missiles and got a lucky headshot? Is that... I'd have to go back and watch the VOD, I don't remember. Nah, this was a different mission. Arrakis died and then Nokarian died a mission or two later. It was the same stream. I think. I don't know. It's been a while and I've slept since then. But yeah, Arrakis got by a hunter, which is a vehicle for those that don't know. Anyway, we got a commando being worked on, we got an Owens being worked on, so we need to fast forward for a few days at least. The financial report isn't gonna hit just yet.
That work order you submitted?
Okay, so I'm gonna... God damn it. I want to get Mythion back in. But we're gonna hit the financial report if I do. You know what? Fuck it. We got 3 million.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
We got 3 million. We can hit the financials. Yeah? And Arrakis gifting a sub to Fluffy Sauce. Thank you, Arrakis, for the gifted sub and Fluffy Sauce. Welcome back into the cult of bad tactical decisions. Fluffy says, how did I die? To Earth's point, you haven't and aren't in the game. At least not yet. There we go. So we got Inawad Fuggit. Give me the 3 days for the refit. There we go. Engineering. Let's get our next project underway. I think I owe you guys some recreation.
All right,
I know we don't necessarily need it, but y'all been working hard, and we've already lost a couple of folks. Yeah? I'm gonna go ahead and build y'all the lounge. Y'all deserve it. You have earned it. And Arrakis gifted another sub, this time to Ralph. Well, again, perhaps Ralph ST? Perhaps Ralph Street. I'm not sure. No one has ever clarified. So I'm going to just say Ralph. So thank you, Arrakis, for yet another gifted sub. And Ralph, welcome back in to the cult of bad tactical decisions. I trust by now you know where the Kool-Aid is. And yeah, Crappy is back on the field as well. So, speaking of, we got pilots out of the med bay, we got new mechs to play with. It is time, and actually the missions have rolled over, so we don't necessarily have to go anywhere. We got 3 battles. 1 in a polar region, 1 in a badlands, 1 in a desert. So let's see. This one is against... who are we from? Mercenaries again. And then we've got... Terran units? So, more Cameron Dynasty. Terran Hegemony units. And, patrol, let's see... Oh, Draconis Combine, way down here in the south of the galaxy again. We could also go for a flare-up, but considering that last time we did that, we lost 2 people, I don't think I want to do that. Any Hussars in the store? I mean, you know, you're not wrong. The store should have rolled over as well. We can definitely check the store first. Let me see. Micro grenades for our battle armor. Oh, we got some ER lasers, chat. Why is the ER large unlimited, but the ER medium isn't? That makes no sense. Oh, we got more light autocannons. Oh, chat, a laser AMS. I shouldn't spend money, but laser AMS, though. Yeah, and a light AC-5. I mean, we got some good stuff here. We got some really good stuff. We got micro heat sinks. Got PPC oh, chat, PPC capacitors. Okay, so basically, weapon attachment modifies the attached weapon's damage generated by plus 25, heat generated plus 25, Adds a 15% jam chance, and the component explodes for 25 damage when destroyed. So the jam chance is new, but the PPC capacitor can, like for example, if we put this on the Owens with its single PPC, that takes it up from 60 damage per shot. Oh no, you're right, you're right. It only works for regular PPCs. That's butt cheeks. Found some tag FCS. I don't think we have. I don't believe we have yet. Oh, chat, we could listen. Hold up. Hold up. We can grab the light autocannon 5. We could grab the LAC 5 and grab heap ammo for it. As he Warwick, first time chatter says, haven't tried AMS options yet. Anyone know the area of effect it protects? It'll tell you in the description, but as far as how big that is in game terms, it's usually measured in hexes. But I'm not sure how that works. Let me see. The laser AMS is here. Says the max range is 90, so I would think that's what? Is it 15 meters per hex? No, 30 meters per hex. 3 hexes in game terms. Okay, so there you go. So the laser AMS would protect in a 3 hex radius around whatever mech has it equipped. I'm gonna grab this LAC-5 because it's only 100k. I'm also gonna grab the LAC 2s because if we lose some, I want to have replacements. I didn't buy the laser AMS last time. I'm buying it this time. I know, we're going on a spending spree. I kind of want to buy the Gauss FCS, even though we're not using any Gauss weapons currently. I could buy some assault jump jets for the awesome. What else do we got? I definitely want the heap ammo. Well, hold on. What's the AoE? Additional AoE damage is 12 to primary and secondary targets. Increased damage by plus or minus 12 per shot. 60 meters, so that's actually a pretty big explosive radius. Only has 30 shots. This has 30 shots. I mean, I'm just saying, heap ammo is really good. Heap ammo is really good. I'm gonna buy it. I shouldn't, but I'm going to.
New equipment available.
And then we got regular... Oh, chat, finally. We finally have it. I mean, right after we stop using mortars on our urban mechs, now we finally find the Inferno ammo for mortars. I might still buy these, just in case we find ourselves using the mortars again. Because Inferno ammo is really good.
New equipment available.
Really good. Okay, we still have a little bit of... I mean, I gotta though. Because the ultimate objective is to eventually put Gauss rifles on the awesome. I gotta have Gauss FCSs for them. Right? I feel like I have to. Because when are we going to see these again? Are we going to see these again? As long as you stay above 1 million, you're safe. I mean, you say that because if I buy these, it's literally going to put me just above 1 million. Okay, now we need to do some missions. Now we need to do some missions. So let's see. Last mech standing against mercenaries. I mean, I think we could do all three of these, probably. We'll start with the polar because that's going to give us the most benefit. I'm going to take max salvage because even if we took max money, it's not going to be that much. And then let us get back into this. Okay, we got the 2 vehicles, but we don't have 2 vehicle pilots. So let's get that out of here. Oh, that's right. We can finally put the battle armor back in. Which means we can also finally put Crappy back in. He's been out for a while. The biggest frustration with this game is having the weapon but not being able to get that ammo. Yeah, that happens a lot. Either you get the weapon and no ammo, or you get the ammo and no weapon, or you get like the FCS but then you don't get the weapon, or vice versa. Like, it's so hard to find all the little pieces that you need for that dream build. Let me see. So that'll take care of our vehicle. We got Wasteland driving the APC. We got Crappy in the battle armor. Let's see. We've got 3 more slots available. And we got 3 mechs, so... sounds easy to me. CVEX, what did we have you on before? Urban Mech and a Spectre. Alright, well... that ain't how it worked. CVEX has already got more experience with the Spectre, though, so I think I'm going to put him back in the Ben Richards. And then Vin, since your Urban Mech no longer exists, you're going to get the Death Trap too. And Mythion will be filling in for Megas in the regular Owens. In theory, though, hold on, Chad, I forgot, because the Owens is an Omni-Mech. Could we... I mean, we should be able to just put battle armor on the Owens, right? Because the Owens is a lot faster than the APC. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to bring the APC. But the Owens is a lot faster, which means we can get into combat easier. So, I think that's the plan, chat. I think instead of an APC... I think we give Crappy a faithful steed to ride into battle. Alright, chat. Let's make it hot. Chad, did we rebuild the battle armor? I don't remember. I hope we did. It's only just now occurred to me that I might have forgotten to rebuild the battle armor. It would have given me an error message, right? It should have given me like an exclamation mark saying, hey, dumbass, you did something wrong. And the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Game Master Hub, showing up in the chat on a Sunday. Good to see you, Game Master. Thanks for joining us. Always glad to see you, and hopefully the weekend has been treating you well so far. America says, just check the PPC capacitor works on every PPC currently included, the Clan ERP, including the Clan ERPPC. Well, depending on how much money we make on this mission, I might go grab them. Because again, if I can put the PPC capacitor on Erst's ERPPC, that will increase his damage significantly, which basically means we're going to have an Owens running around with the ability to put 85 damage on target, assuming that he hits. And that would be on a light mech platform that's running around at 7 to 9 evasion on a full sprint. It's that's a hell of a thing. That is a hell of a thing. Gonna be a stand-up fight. Your lance against the opposing force. I mean, that's how battles work. Intel says they're near your current location. I mean... Avery Fastener. That's a name. God damn it. Can we play now? Jesus. Alright. Locusts. We have a friendly locust. I feel better about this mission already.
On my way. I got you. 10-4.
Well, we made enemy contact.
On the move.
Oh, we have something else too. What is this? We have a raptor as well. Oh my god. It's a raptor with all the lasers, and it has an AMS. Okay, now you have my attention. JS Tank 2000 says speed is life, first time chatter. I agree, speed is life for a light mech. Speed is survival for a light mech.
Awaiting orders.
You just stick with your steed for now.
Confirmed.
Now what do we got out here? We got one little blip on the radar. Alright. Now I wanna... There we go.
Affirmative, Commander.
So now we've determined that it is a mech. Good to know. And we'll reserve Crappy
A
again.
delay sounds wise.
Okay.
Receiving you.
First, let's have you get up here. I mean... We could get here. I mean, I'd put you on the mountaintop with 6 evasion.
Affirmative.
Alright, let's see what we get. We got a locust and some other thing. You don't have much of a chance to hit, but hey, it's an energy weapon, so it's got unlimited ammo. Take the shot.
Affirmative.
Almost. He almost got the shot on that one. They still got spawn protection, so BS. The scenery must be chewed. Gotta love the light disco ball. I mean... We're out here with the, what did I call it? Panic at the Disco? Yeah. As opposed to the Disco Inferno. Not to be confused with the Disco Inferno.
Roger that. Full speed.
They fielded a locust with one functioning weapon, and it's a machine gun. Yep. Let me see. Mythion.
Roger. Full speed.
I mean, this is only a half-skull mission, so I wasn't exactly expecting a lot of resistance here. I mostly just took it for the salvage and the money.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Because there's work in this sector, so I might as well do it. Let's see. Crappy, you go on reserve. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna get to grips with the enemy this turn, so might as well just brace up.
Aye, aye.
Okay, there we go. Looks like the allies are just not gonna move. Good to know. Or they're just reserve spamming. That's what it is. It's not that they're not gonna take their turn, they're just reserve spamming.
Affirmative.
A locust with one weapon and it not being an AC2. I mean, to be fair, it had more weapon systems than that originally. It's just, they're all busted. Is anybody actually gonna take a turn, or are you guys just gonna reserve each other until you get to the end? Congratulations, you hit nothing. Was it really worth all that bullshit? What was it? Was it a commando? Yeah. Oh, it's the 7W commando. All right. A little bit of fancy stuff in there.
What's the plan?
Let me see. Is it really just 2 mechs out here? Because if so, I feel like I definitely came out here over-prepared.
I'm being flanked.
Yeah, that'll happen. It's gonna be okay, though.
Ready to rock.
Then, if you would do the honors, please, with your commando, go ahead and give him the punch, and then give him the MRMs, if you don't mind.
Ah!
Commando versus Locust. I mean, we got a couple of hits. It's better than nothing. Oh my god. That really is just a laser shotgun. You know, you guys are surprisingly accurate against a target with 6 evasion.
Skipper.
Now, first, we need to turn off the stealth and the ECM. Yeah, I'm aware of the situation, thank you.
Acknowledge, Commander.
And then he's already heating up, so let's burn him.
Locking off. All weapon systems.
Suck laser nerd. Oh, and we got a head hit? Nice. I mean, I wouldn't turn down another free commando.
Orders.
I would not be averse to the idea.
Moving out.
Okay, we'll get him behind him. I mean, I say that. And then I'm literally about to burn this dude down, so...
Scored. A critical hit.
I don't think he's gonna survive long enough for us to salvage it.
Something I can do.
Vio, let's see. You're up here? Yeah.
On my way.
Go ahead and give him the business.
Firing.
It's a surprisingly resilient Locust. If you're gonna turn them off every time, why not take them off? So, the reason that I'm putting the stealth and everything on there is mostly for the advance and for scouting. Once we actually get into combat, I turn them off because the extra heat is going to cause issues because we're running you guys as laser boats. Now, in the future, if I were going to do something like, say, swap out the lasers and put in machine gun arrays or something, then I would probably leave that stuff on all the time, because then heat wouldn't be as much of an issue. The ECM doesn't generate heat? It doesn't.
What's up, boss?
So then what's the disadvantage to the ECM? I thought that was the whole point. I mean, I could be wrong. It's happened before.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see. We'll move up here.
Confirmed.
Take shots at the Locust. Probably not gonna hit.
Target confirmed.
Literally tonnage. Oh, no shit. My bad.
Failed to connect. Yes, Commander.
I should know that, but also I'm an idiot. As we have
Moving out.
previously discussed. Alright, here we go. Light autocannons. Not great chances to hit, but I don't care. Let me zoom in for this one.
Locked on rear armor. It's go time.
We got one hit. We fired a lot of ammo and we got one hit.
Yes, Commander.
Krabby, now's the time.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Still beats rifles. I agree.
Go time.
And there goes the torso. There goes the leg.
Critical hit.
There's the panic eject. 3 salvageable parts. Okay. Well, there you have it. He did not want any of that. He did not want any of that. Like, as soon as the battle armor got on there, he just noped the fuck out. He's like, nah, I'm good.
I'm rolling. Okay, Tiger. You and me.
Heatsink destroyed. We also punched through the armor, but we didn't get any destruction, so... You better not snake my kill. You better not snake my kill. I didn't do all the work on this locust for you to come in and snake my kill.
Waiting for orders.
I don't care which one of my people gets the kill, but one of my people better get it.
All weapons are go.
Okay, we took out a leg, and a torso, and an arm,
That's a hit.
and hit the head. And there we go. Outstanding. Yeah, that was really the whole mission. That was really the first mission. The whole mission right there. Just got my first Hag 40. I mean, are you trying to make fun of me? I'm not even 40 years old. Battletech, are you okay? So, if I remember right, isn't the Hag, like, basically the machine gun version of a Gauss? Or am I thinking of something else? Yeah, we don't really need to... I mean, we got some mech stuff. Oh, well, we only got 11. We got 11, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we get everything. We get everything. All the things. We got some cores. I mean, I guess I could sell them. I don't really need an SRM4 either, so that'll help grease the company coffers a little bit. Machine shotgun version of the Gauss. Got it.